Every empath knows that they have individuals in their life that are continuously sucking energy from them, on the phone constantly, drama all the time, every weekend drama. Every time something happens, you get a phone call and it's an earful. They never let you talk. You never get to share all the crap that's happening in your life. These are energy suckers. They suck everything out of you. And it is your responsibility, now that you are educating yourself, it is your responsibility to cut those relationships off. It is not their responsibility. It is not their fault. You are opening up your world to them. They need somebody to listen to them, and you have opened up their world. Of course they're going to take advantage of you. Of course they are. And it is not their fault. It is 100% your fault. And until you take ownership of that, and until you can decide, hey, listen, I don't have to pick up the phone. Hey, listen, I can literally make up an excuse 10 minutes into the conversation and say that I have to leave. You can actually do that. And until you start taking the power back as an empath, as a powerful empath, it is 100% your fault and 0% their fault. It isn't. It just isn't. Believe me, I have lived with narcissists in my life, and I went through a whole phase where it's all their fault and they're wasting all of my time, and they take, and all I do is give, and it's a woe is me and a victim mentality, and that is pure false. Pure false. If you are giving of your time, your power, and your energy to anyone on this earth, it is 100% your fault. You do not have to meet up with them. You do not have to talk to them. You do not have to communicate, text, nothing. You don't have to anything. You can literally cut people out of your life. You don't even have to have an explanation for it. You don't even have to have a reason why. They say, hey, listen, can you go out this weekend? I'd love to blab your ear off about how shitty my husband is, or how crappy my wife is, or how my boss sucks so much. You can literally just say, ooh, no thanks. And you don't have to have a reason why. You don't have to have a reason why you don't want to meet up, or why you can't take the phone call, or why you can't answer a text back. See, this is your empathy creeping up and using your empathy, I guess, against you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have a reason. You don't have to have a reason as to why you don't want to give any more of your energy up. You don't have to say oh, I have this thing going on, or oh, my wife wants me to do this, or you don't have to say anything. You can literally just say no. Now, obviously, if you want to give an excuse, you can, but notice that the reason you feel as if you need to give an excuse is your caring, is your empathy. That's what that is. That's what that is. Really start honing in on that, and really start understanding what that is and what that means for you, as far as your confidence, as far as your ability to be able to live on this earth to fulfill your purpose and not to fix everybody else's issues, especially because you guys know this, especially if they're not even going to take your advice. I can't even tell you how many hours of my life I've wasted on the phone with some people, with them telling me their whole thing, and then you give them honest, good, wholesome advice that's heavy and makes sense, and then they don't even take the advice. Then you get another call saying, hey, listen, I listened to all the things that you said. I didn't do any of them, but now I have this new problem because I didn't do what you told me to do. So now can you listen to me blabber on for another 2 or 3 hours and then give me more advice on now how to fix what I didn't do previously? And there's absolutely no way to confirm that I'm actually going to use this advice also. That actually happens. And if you are an empath, you know that this happens 100%.